Hey guys, it's David. Today I want to talk to you about 1.20, or as I like to call it, the disappointing update. So, I got done live streaming my reaction to 1.20. If you want to watch it, it should be there on my channel under the live videos. But we got done with the whole presentation, and usually the sort of next update, the sort of roadmap, the vision for the next update is the climax of the Minecraft live presentation. Everyone's excited to see all the new features and plans they have for the next update. But, you know, sort of rather than overpromise with, which, you know, what they did with 1.17 and it turning up into sort of 3 updates that took over 2 years to deliver, and they still don't have all the features they promised in that delivered, like bundles and archaeology. They decided that it would be better to sort of underpromise and only mention the features that they actually have ready, or basically ready, to kind of go live in a snapshot. And overall, that just made things feel disappointing and not exciting at all. They have some cool features. I really liked the stuff that I saw, but I'm really not excited for the next update because there's not a whole lot to kind of get excited about. Let's see, you can count the features that they're planning on adding on one hand, and it's, you know, very bare bones stuff. We've got hanging signs, which I love the way they look. If I can attach them to the walls and they hang down like a little like shop or, you know, tavern sign outside the front. You can attach them to signposts. You can actually attach them to each other, and they hang down in a group. They can have different colors. That whole thing looks awesome, almost like a kind of like a wind chime type of look. Loved it. Bamboo blocks, they look fantastic. The chiseled blocks look amazing for flooring. The gates, the trapdoors, the doors, all of the textures look awesome. Really nice. The chisel bookshelves, another cool feature where you can actually store your books on bookshelves. Kind of an interesting new feature, exciting new feature that you'd almost kind of think they'd want to reverse engineer into the bookshelves themselves, but they decided to make it its own thing, which I guess makes sense because, you know, books are used for other things right now, bookshelves. And this can give us even like an output with a comparator, so it has some redstone use as well. The camels were really cool looking, very cute. Love the way they sit down. The dash feature that they have can actually move across large, kind of like decent sized gaps. Almost looks like, you know, like 5 or 6 long gaps, so they can potentially cross rivers, which, you know, always were a bane to horses. You'd also have to get off and ford rivers. So despite, you know, there's kind of speed over open land, the horses kind of end up lacking on areas that they couldn't navigate, like the riverbeds. So it's something. So, you know, something that they differentiated it from the horse, and they made it look really good. And of course, 2 people can actually ride on the camel, which is kind of a neat, unique new feature to make them stand out. So overall, there's a lot of things to like. And of course, oh, I forgot to mention the sniffer. The one that I wanted to win the mob vote actually did win the mob vote. I think it was kind of had the best features of all the animals. So I'm glad to see it won over 50% of the vote. I think it was the clear favorite. It was the one winning all of the mob votes, the public polls that I saw. So zero surprise there that it ended up winning the vote. Love the sort of idea of the mob as well. Kind of getting those plants to decorate with. And I think overall just the mob looks very cool. Kind of a pleasant, kind of like giant beast type of mob. Really excited to see that implemented into the game. But like I said, those are 5 features that are in the new update. None of them seem like very connected with each other. They tried to like kind of like loosely tie it in with representation and expression, But, you know, overall, that's just not exciting. You know, it's not like Cave and Cliffs. It's not like the Wild update or the Nether update. And this is just really kind of bland and anemic for an update. And it's kind of like they rubber banded, you know, after, you know, the sort of dissatisfaction that the community had, you know, with the sort of timeline that it took to deliver on the features of 1.17. Like I said, it was announced in October 2020, so over 2 years ago, and it took him, you know, a fairly long time to get all those features out, and they were still missing bundles and archaeology. So this time they kind of rubber banded. They decided, hey, let's only promise stuff that we're pretty much have ready to go, and we can almost kind of get out on a snapshot in a few months' time, which is one way to do it. But honestly, I think, you know, there's a better third option where you can still kind of keep the excitement. Because, I mean, they're kind of stuck making these presentations. These are kind of like Minecraft Live, Minecon presentations, because they bring a lot of eyes. They're good advertisement for the game. But it seems like their development cycle takes longer than kind of a yearly event will allow. It almost seems like it takes, you know, 2 to 3 years for them to get a really decent feature-heavy update to go live. Because I assume, you know, they were planning the Wild update or like the Cave and Cliffs update for some time even before they announced it. So when you think about that, like I said, 3, maybe 4 years to actually get like a big update out. So in the meantime, they need stuff like Buzzy Bees, which was a very content light update, but at the same time, it actually kind of had a theme. It sort of all fit together with the mobs and the blocks that they added. So I kind of like the update, you know, looking back at it. Oh, excuse me. Here, while I kill these things. So the third option, in my opinion, is actually announce these things. Like, have like a vision, you know, compelling vision for the future of Minecraft, but give a realistic timeline. Like, tell them, hey, it's going to be 2 to 3 years or 3 to 4 years if that's what it takes. But, you know, this is kind of like what we have in store for the future of Minecraft. You know, something you can get excited to see. And I know, like, hey, maybe some of the audience is young. They don't want to wait. Saying that if something's 2 to 4 years might get people mad as well. But at least it's more than this. Like, I'm not excited for the 1.20 update. You know, it's just, it's like basically the same game with kind of a few features added to it. You know, nothing like super exciting. Nothing feels like a complete kind of update. It's almost like you could added this to like 1.19. You know, make it 1.19.3 or 1.19.4. You can just kind of keep it in line with that update instead of it being like a 1.20. There's kind of nothing there. And like them adding in like new default skins, like that's not a feature. Give me a break. Like, we've had skins forever. Like, right now I'm Jiren in this game. Like, look, I'm Jiren. I'm represented by Jiren here. We've had skins for years, and just adding some default skins, like, how long does that take? Is that a feature? I mean, it's cool, you know. Hey, add in as many default skins as you want. That's fine. That's just, you know, sort of like free content for people. But I don't think it's like a feature per se. It's very weak as a feature, let's just say, because people add in skins all the time. And of course, it's going to be in. Anyway, I'm not even going to go down that rant. It's pointless. But let me get your thoughts on the 1.20 update. What did you think about it? If you watched the video, are you looking forward to the new features? Like I said, they look cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what people will do with it. I just wish we had more in terms of the vision that they're laying out. You know, some sort of like leadership as far as what, you know, 1.20 is going to be. The whole thing kind of felt, like I said, anemic, very content light. It's kind of like they just didn't have anything that's, ready to go. They may actually have, a major update planned out, but right now it just might be something that just isn't ready for showtime. At least that's what I hope it is. But let me know what you think. What is 1.20 going to be? What are we going to get with it? Is this going to be it? Are we going to get a few extra features? We'll see. They kind of said, we're going to let the community decide, what features get added, or how this update's going to shape up. We'll see what they're planning. But so far, I'm a little bit disappointed, like I said. So I'll talk to you guys later. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.